Hey Scorpio, how are you? Welcome, welcome. If this is the first time that you've been on the channel since I came back from my 10 days reprieve, I do have some changes in the works, so I want to explain that to you. The first thing you're going to notice is the addition of chapters. All that means is I'm putting timestamps in the description box, which creates natural breaks on the play line, where on the play bar, where you hit play, you'll see natural chapter break for the intro, one for the oracle, and one for the tarot. Sometimes, especially for those of you who are new, hi and welcome, you may want to skip right to the tarot part of the reading so you can get a flavor for my style and to see if the message even speaks to you. Those of you who like to come for the readings, you may want to jump right to the oracle and do the intro part last, or even skip it all together. That's normally where I would be giving you the astrology that is surrounding us at that time. So you'll see that. The other thing is you'll notice an intentional focus on divine feminine energy. All that means is every reading I'm doing, like I'm here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and I'm speaking to divine feminine energy. That doesn't mean that it cannot speak to you if you are here as a divine masculine cross-watcher. But I'm trying to eliminate confusion. There has been a long-held pattern of confusion for many people with who's DF, who's DM, what am I, what if we're both the same sign. So this way we just eliminate that confusion altogether. And the final thing is you'll notice a less is more approach in order to read the way I like to read, which is kind of how I began the channel. My readings tend to be longer and more detailed. And I was trying to cut them down and it just kind of got away from me. You know, it just wasn't in alignment. So I will do one round around the zodiac, Aries through Pisces per month instead of two, but they will be deeper, longer, more meaningful readings. So that's why I added the chapters, so you don't have to digest a full 35 minute reading. You can go to the portions that you want, okay? So those are the changes, and now you're going to see me switch over to the oracle portion of the program. Here's how this is going to work. I have pre-selected the decks, shuffled, and drawn your cards. Scorpio, man, you did it again. First card out is from Sacred Force Oracle, Moonlight Enchantment, Magic. It is the card of magic. It is number, I know it's hard for you to see, 25. 2 and 5 is 7. So we're already talking about your 7th chakra, your connection to the divine, to your higher self. Think high priestess kind of energy. And Moonlight Enchantment is really talking about, there's a wolf in this card howling at the moon, but to me, it's like calling you. And it's saying the veil between worlds is thin. Messages from spirit are coming through. Believe in the magic. Stay open to the magic and the messages. So really beautiful. And you can be working with the moonlight. We are in the run-up to the second full moon in Aquarius. So we're calling it a blue moon. It's blue moon adjacent, actually, because it's not happening in the same month, but 2 full moons in Aquarius is very unusual in a row, I meant to say. So focus on that energy of the upcoming full moon. Really get into the gratitude. What are you trying to call in and what are you trying to release? The second card was from Priestess of Light. Blew me away because you got card 21, Guide, the Illuminated Path. And look what's right next to her, another wolf. So if the wolf is your totem or a spirit animal for you, as a totem, let me say it that way. I feel that's a little bit more spiritual. That's a real strong message for somebody. But you're working with the energy of the illuminated path. And the word guide here gives you 2 perspectives. Either as your own inner guide. That's what she's doing here with her right hand, which is the hand of action. She's literally putting her hand out and a beam of light is illuminating the path. On the receiving side, she's got the wolf to guide her. This can also represent, that wolf can represent a guide who may be coming into your life here, Scorpio, at this time. So if you're receiving messages and they are guiding you, right? Who's to say that the guide isn't a spiritual guide? This is what I'm picking up for you. Super powerful. So you want to stay very much attuned to the energies around you, attuned to the messages coming in, and also getting quiet and being very patient with yourself, because it's almost suggesting that The path is already before you. You just may not be seeing it very clearly. So the quieter you get, and the more still you get, and as these messages come through for you, the path may just open right up. You may see things very clearly. It can also be speaking to you about your work as a spiritual guide and you lighting the path for others. So if that's a particular calling for you, take this particular reading as confirmation. And so then I saw these two cards and I went and pulled the Goddess Power Oracle, and you got card 27, Lakshmi, the Goddess of Fortune. So messages coming through, a path opening up, and the Goddess of Fortune. This is a very auspicious time for you. I'm going to read it out of the book because it's got a lovely message and I don't like to miss a word from this particular deck. So here's what Lakshmi says, Scorpio. When the Hindu goddess Lakshmi comes to visit, she heralds a celebration of your purpose, wisdom, and compassionate prosperity. All your experience and all your skills are rich with meaning and purpose. As a result, you can expect to see evidence of this wealth in the world around you. You have the ability right now to create great success in your life, and what you have to offer has exalted value. The Goddess of Luck and Prosperity says it's time to share your good fortune with others, and she will show you how it multiplies when you apply gratitude, praise, and a commitment to serve. If it's material success you intend, you shall co-create it. If it's a rich relationship life, you will attract and develop it. You are meant for miracles. Nothing is out of reach when the goddess Lakshmi comes calling. No, not you are meant for miracles. You are a magnet for miracles. By the way, had my eyes checked, waiting on the new glasses. You're a magnet for miracles, Scorpio. Damn. Yeah, so these three cards almost tell me, like, for some of you, maybe even just one of you, has been thinking about using your spiritual gifts and putting them out there in the world to serve the highest good of all involved, to raise the vibration of the planet. You're getting a message here. The path is being illuminated, and it may be a path that leads to compassionate prosperity. Right? So for those of you who get a little wonky about people making money off their spiritual gifts, there is a concept of energetic exchange and compassionate prosperity. So I'm asking you to reframe that for yourself. There's a very powerful message coming through. If it has nothing to do with your desire to serve with your gifts, I would say that there's a message coming through that the path is being made clear to you, that you're being guided and protected, and you're a magnet for miracles. I'll take it. Moving on to the tarot portion of the program. Okay, Scorpio. Here we go. Whew. See what's coming through for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising Venus. Energies can always come through reversed, even though I'm speaking from the perspective of the Divine Feminine. And if you're here as a cross-watcher, that's fine. Just remember that I have made that intentional shift in my reading. Okay, so let's look. Scorpio. Ooh, success. There you have it. Coming into the reading, present energy, Six of Wands. This can be just about, you know, a coming home energy of like, I've made it. There's triumph here and victory. There's also a wreath of peace. So it suggests, think of this knight coming back from battle to tell the king, you know, no blood was shed, no men were lost, our kingdoms made peace. That's the energy. So there's some measure of reconciliation, a win-win outcome. That's what's coming through. What's crossing you is the path. There it is. So moving toward a path that feels like it's got some give to it. The Two of Wands is what's crossing you, which means that it's either coming to support you or it can be part of your challenge. I feel as if there's a path here that you need to decide if that's what you want. You've got the world of possibilities in the palm of your hand. What will lead you? Which path will lead you to reconciliation and a successful resolution or outcome you and your divine counterpart can both live with? Underneath, Six of Pentacles, another six. Six of Pentacles is about generosity and equal give and take. There may be some measure of inequality in your connection, Scorpio, where, you know, one of you is giving more than the other, and that this is the reason why it's coming in underneath. It's what's roaming around in your psyche is the state of imbalance. And so what you're seeking is this person's generosity of time, energy, spirit, resources, and just giving you some attention here in 3D. In a way that feels reciprocal. That's the whole part of that. In the past, death, solitary, dark night of the soul energy coming through here in the past. Something had to change. Something may have come to an end. That may be what's requiring a reconciliation here. Yep, Six of Cups. Wow, Scorpio, this is your card, by the way, one of your cards, the Death card. And now your Strength card, what's crowning you is the Six of Cups. This is your past life soulmate, right? So this is what's really important here, because this energy of the Six of Cups is what will help you achieve the desired outcome, right? We're going to look at potential outcome, but this is what's serving you to that end. So really beautiful. I love that I'm seeing reconciliation with the past life soulmate. But it's a path you must choose. You've already done the hard work, the grueling work of release, something having to die off so something new can be born into this connection. Moving forward, Knight of Cups, an offer of love. Guys, do not make me cry. My gosh, Scorpio. Yeah, and look who's on the bottom. There's your Emperor. All right. So you know what I do here. I move the cards around because that's what's fun for me. So let's start with the Six of Wands, please. This is really feeling fortunate. I mean, Lakshmi is working for you, Scorpio. Reconciliation, right? All this love coming in, the happiness you've been seeking and patiently waiting for. We've got the Temperance card, some Sagittarian energy there for you, Scorp. And it just feels to me, wow. Like I could stop the reading right here. If like I don't even want to touch any other cards. I'm gonna, but I don't wanna. It feels to me like you've got a real solid handle on things. You've exercised a great deal of self-control. You're in the process of allowing the energies between you and your beloved to come into flow and balance. I love that we have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Wands underneath. Again, a strong reference to the twin. Okay? I mean, it's beautiful when you think about it. There's not any negative energy here in this reading at this point. I mean, there's definitely been something that's been out of whack, but I feel like you've lifted your head and now you're seeing all the possibilities. You know, they say it ain't over till it's over, and it just feels to me like you're moving in a really positive direction with this person. Two of Wands. Endings and new beginnings, lessons learned, completing a cycle and getting ready. And look at the world in his hand, and then you get the world card. Capricorn and Aquarius right there. This is really auspicious as well because it's sort of nirvana, a state of nirvana. It is like I've come full circle. We've come full circle. It's almost like we made it through. We made it through. We've been literally through hell, and we're coming out on the other side, still in connection with each other. This just feels so hopeful. Now, it could be for some of you a new beginning in a whole new direction. See, the Nine of Swords comes in to suggest that on some level you're a little worried and maybe stressed out and anxiety ridden about choosing this path and maybe kicking things up again in this connection. Four of Pentacles, so a little bit shut down. You could be worried that your divine counterpart will be too guarded and maybe closed off. So I'm sort of seeing the potential for either way. The World card on this Two of Wands is what's supporting you, and then I can see that you almost don't trust it. On some level, there's worry, fear, maybe you're obsessing a little. Like, I'm ready for this new beginning, but maybe I shouldn't open my heart. Maybe it's not time yet. So that's your challenge. What's supporting you is the path is there. The path is there. The illuminated path is right before you. A new beginning. See it from that point of view, right? Messages coming in for you now. So be very much aware of that, and try to, what's the word I want to use? Try to override this tendency to shrink into your shell and to block your heart chakra. Try real hard to get a handle on this. Meditation, journaling. I know we say the same, the same things over and over again. It's not always easy to get out in nature, but sometimes just a walk around the block with a mantra, right? Create the mantra about the path. Create the mantra about the reconciliation. Create the mantra about your twin, whatever that is, a short sentence, and take a short walk around the block just in your neighborhood and repeat the mantra. Deep breaths, repeat the mantra. It's a really eye-opening experience. Try it and get back to me. You're welcome. Six of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, yes, co-creative. Seven of Cups, oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the thing. There had to be an ending. I'm seeing that there was an ending in the past. This is already in the past. So if that's not the case for you, this may not be your reading. But something came to an end or was cut off very abruptly in an unexpected, painful way. Didn't see it coming. 10 swords to the back. That's what's coming through for me. And there's a lot of unresolved emotions around that, which can be very overwhelming for you, Scorpio. That's why it's coming in through the below cards, right? Repressed, suppressed emotions here based on this painful ending. And what you're really trying to achieve here is that win-win, conciliatory, let's do this together, let's get back into some measure of reciprocity, and you, me, and the divine will work together, co-creatively, cooperatively, collaboratively, to bring our connection back into balance, to something that's more fair and reciprocal. And this is underneath because I kind of feel like there's still some things left unsaid and that maybe didn't get dealt with fully. So that would be the first place you would want to start. Should this coming together occur, which I feel it's on its way, you're a magnet for miracles here, Scorpio, then you'll need to bring this up from below. You'll need to kind of access this from conscious awareness instead of it rolling around in your psyche, because there's still some things that would need to be processed. It doesn't mean that it needs to be drama. We're not looking for a you-know-what show. We're looking for clarity and clearing the air and resolving confusion. Seven of Cups. Death card. Two of Swords. I'm going to keep shuffling because that kind of jammed on me. Okay, King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. So I'm not going to pull from the bottom for this. It feels pretty clear to me. This was a decision you made. Something had to change. And I feel like you were dealing with, could be a water sign, very common for you, Scorpio, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio right there. And I feel as if this person was emotionally unavailable. They weren't giving from their heart, which is why you shut off yours. And on some level, you turned it over to fate. The Wheel of Fortune, you kind of made this decision. Yes, this cannot continue the way it is. I feel like it's possible it was your decision to walk away or to shut things down for a while, and yet you didn't sort of release the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, meaning you were like, this has to happen so the wheel can move. If it's meant to be, it will be. I can't force it anymore. If it's meant to be, it will be. Really lovely. All right, Six of Cups. What's crowning you here? Cards are flipping today, and that almost never happens for me. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this one fell out first, and then this is on top of it. Holy Hannah. And there's the Queen of Cups. All right, so now we have a King and Queen of Cups. This is you and your divine counterpart, Scorpio. So I feel as if there was some kind of power play or power struggle or manipulation at work here. I feel as if you maybe kind of were going through this connection feeling like you were either being set up or like my nose is tickled, you know, like a feather's tickling it. So I feel like Spirit's trying to talk to me right now. It's like we're throwing cards at you because we have so much to say to these people. Okay. Five of Swords, manipulation, zero-sum game, deck stacked against you. You can't win for trying here. And I kind of feel like, you know, this is what's crowning you now. You're ready to work through it, right? Because this Five of Swords is what caused all the emotional overwhelm and probably led to you either calling it quits or, if the other person did, letting it go. That's how it seems to me. And underneath is the Queen of Cups. This person has never been far from your heart. This is a love connection, a soul connection, but the elephant in the room here is the Five of Swords. So I feel like this Six of Cups is about balance of emotions. It is about nostalgia and this person who has existed beyond time and space. You know, your connection goes on beyond time and space. It's very much past life energy coming through for you here that kind of keeps you holding space for this person on an emotional level. That's what I'm feeling from the Queen of Cups. I don't feel she's a bleeding heart right here. She may be coming through with some of the energy that came in with your oracle, some intuitive gifts, etc. But it seems to me that because she's from under the deck, it's almost as if you're taking a very practical approach to working through this situation, right? Grounded, like let's just look at this and dissect it like we're in a laboratory because we know each other. And this was not healthy for us. So let's examine it. Let's look at it closely. And yet you're keeping this energy of the Queen under your belt, so to speak. Like keeping the compassion there, but being very focused and determined on creating a solution to a problem. Going forward, the future looks bright, Scorpio. Let's see what the clarifiers say. Two of Pentacles. There's your Six of Wands and Chariot. This Chariot wanted to come out before under here, so I'm glad I didn't do that because I feel it's better moved to it's about moving forward. It's about moving forward. So I love the Cancerian energy coming in. You may be dealing with a Cancerian. So we've got Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands on this Knight of Cups. This is somebody coming in and the reconciliation that you are now open to. And the Two of Pentacles to me almost feels as if you're getting ready. This is I'm thinking quick on my feet. I'm going to be ready to come down on one side or another in a moment's notice. So I do feel as if for the time being, as this person makes their way to you or you to them, as the case may be, for this moment of reconciliation, this truce, this opportunity to heal the wounds and to come to a meeting point where you both walk away feeling that you cleared the air, in a satisfactory to both sides. Not walking away from each other, but walking away from whatever it was that caused the rift in the past. Does that make sense? I feel like you're coming back to make amends with each other. That's what's coming through. But the Two of Pentacles is almost like a timing device. I'm waiting. I got everything ready to go. And as soon as they show up, you'll be ready. And then the reconciliation comes in and the two of you can move forward victoriously. Both of these cards are cards of victory and forward motion. I love it. So let's take a look at the rest of the spread. Message to you from Spirit, Page of Swords. That's information coming in. The energy surrounding you is the guide, Hermit, right? The guide. Fabulous. There's the Chariot. Now this is in your hopes and fears. So I do think it's coming through as a hope. We'll see when I clarify. It almost always changes. But it feels like you're hopeful that you can move beyond this. And there is the potential outcome, Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a single person. So we've got that to contend with. It's very possible that you may kind of resolve the issue and still stay autonomous and independent. So, you know, in other words, avoiding getting back in, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire where you're too enmeshed. So I feel like you're going to keep a healthy measure of independence going forward. That's nice. So let's look at the Page of Swords. The extended will be a full-on reading from the Divine Masculine's point of view, regardless of their sign. We've got, yeah, okay, so there's something you need to know. I almost feel as if Divine Feminine energy coming in with the Empress, it's almost as if you may be getting some clarity or looking for it. Like looking, maybe not in a stalkerish way, but kind of maybe checking up on this person. I do feel like it's you that's doing the checking up or looking for information, maybe trying to determine this person's openness or readiness to come back together. Yes, justice, for balance, for, you know, reestablishing a sense of fairness. Almost feels like vindication on some level. That's what's coming through. Like being vindicated for what went wrong. And I'm not saying vindication in a nasty way, but we've got Ten of Swords, Death. We've got the Five of Swords. And I know you're kind of worried about this and maybe have your guard up a bit. So that suggests that on some level, the Justice card is coming in to level the playing field. And in that, there is vindication, right? So that you don't have things that are out of balance anymore. Yes, but it's going to take some time, so create a plan. Feel like you're being called to, you know, be very methodical and intentional about this as you approach it. Yes, gather information. You're being encouraged to gather information. In other words, don't walk into the situation blind. Do your due diligence. Find out what you're really dealing with here, Divine Feminine. Because if you want this Justice card, if you want the balance restored, if you want the fairness restored, if you want some measure of validation or vindication, either one, you really need to have that all thought out in advance. So create a plan. Really lovely. The Hermit. Energy surrounding you that you may be unaware of is the Hermit. Virgo there. Oh my. Well, the good news is whatever the heaviness between you is, you're offloading that. So I feel like you're ripe for that opportunity to offload the negative karma. You have all the tools at your disposal with the energy of the Magician. Strong Virgo energy coming through here. If you've got it in your chart, that would explain it. You could be dealing with a Virgo though. But we've got the Page of Pentacles in the middle. That's telling you there's something more you need to learn here. So if your person is very remote and removed and sort of reclusive and not easy to reach, there may be something you need to learn about that, and you can manifest that information by way of that Page of Swords. That's why you're being guided to that. But if this is you as the guide or a guide coming in, that's kind of what I'm feeling based on the Oracle. If you did not watch the Oracle, don't leave this reading without it. It was super freaking powerful. So I'm feeling like this is the guide coming in saying, okay, we're gonna take this one baby step at a time. We're manifesting the journey of 1,000 steps that begins with one step. So I feel like that's a really powerful reference to the guide energy that's coming in for you. Could be you, right? Because that's what the Oracle was also saying. And this will lead to you being able to offload this stress, this thing that's been weighing you down. Negative karma, boom, gone. But I feel like you're being guided to it, and it's just put one foot in front of the other. And you are learning new information as the Page of Pentacles, and the way you're doing it as the Page of Swords. Not emotional. Page of Swords is dispassionate. It's just the facts, ma'am. Is this person ready to speak? Is this person ready to hear what I have to say? Is this person involved with someone else? Is this, right? Whatever it is, that's why the Page of Swords is here. Whatever information it is you need. Ugh, there it is. You're going to get it. In your hopes, you are ready for that aha moment. You're ready for the motherload of information so you can be victorious and move forward here. Ace of Swords. This is coming through really well. Page of Swords, yes. So see, you're like already in a dialogue. You're already in a dialogue, right? That card 25, 2 and 5 of 7, the magic, moonlight enchantment. You're already in a dialogue between worlds here. I love, or between the veil between worlds. I love that you're getting the Ace of Swords and the Page at the same time, because the Page is what you were advised by Spirit, and you're having this moment of, oh, I hope that I go like, wow, I see things totally clearly. I get it. I know exactly what to do now. I see the truth. I've received the truth because I looked for it, and now that it's right in front of me, I see it, right? The illuminated path. And look what's on the bottom of the deck. Honestly, y'all, somebody start pouring champagne. Your cup runneth over. Lord, Scorpio, this is like the best Scorpio reading I've done in months. It's, when I say best, I mean joyful. I mean victory. I'm just feeling so positive for you, Scorpio. It's about damn time. 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Choosing the path that you want. You're in the driver's seat here, 9 of Pentacles. You're fully empowered. Everything that's going to happen here is going to leave you feeling so strong and empowered. And moving forward, yes, that 2 of Wands. Wow, wow, wow. King of Pentacles. Feel like this person's coming in ready for commitment. 5 of Wands underneath suggests that it's not going to, there may be a bit of a bumpy edge to it. And I'm saying that because it's underneath. So this is like, when I'm looking at your potential outcome, it's almost the underneath card is saying, beware. Beware of anything that takes you out of alignment with that Justice card, which is balance and harmony. This is not. This is no harmony. This is disunity. This is discord. This is people getting in the way and ruffling feathers for you know what and giggles. And I feel like you're being told, you stay firmly planted in your power, in your independence, in your authenticity. It's just beautiful because what the path you're choosing is bringing in this person that you can count on and depend on, this person who shows up for you in 3D, has your back. This is the masculine archetype of a life partner, someone who, you know, is going to kind of take you off the market, single 9 of Pentacles. But be prepared. There may be bumps along the way. So that's just underneath to let you know nothing worthwhile comes easy. Are you feeling me, Scorpio? If so, if this is speaking to you and you're like, the link to the extended is below. We're going to look at your divine masculine. How are they showing up? What's their present energy? How are they seeing the situation, or how do they feel about it? It depends on the cards. How do they see you in this situation, or how do they feel about you from their heart? We'll get those answers, and then a message to you from Spirit, some final advice, and I'll wrap up with some additional oracle. Got a couple different decks I'm going to use. So the link's below. I look forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, Scorpio, believe in magic, stay on your path. Good luck and fortune is supporting you at this hour. It's big. Lots of love.